Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Tuesday market webcast. Okay, so we talked yesterday and we talked last night about daily mid-band. We talked about the 9-day, how that's trying to be converted, and it all interplayed with the monthly pivot at 26.22, 26.23. And what we've done here is basically we've come back in overnight, printed 23 half, tested the monthly pivot, and then hopped at another 100 handles. It did me the courtesy of stopping me out while I was asleep last night at 27, 26, 75, and then, off we go. But, what are you going to do? The marker in the room is 23, so sometimes that has to be enough. So hourly chart, and you can see, here's Sunday night. They tested weekly pivot. They popped it, ran with it. Yesterday was basically just a complete ramp job. I mean, they squeezed the shorts all day long. It was a day where you could not fight price. You just couldn't fight price. There was a short for a couple of minutes right at the open, but once it got above the opening print, right in the 25.75, 25.76 area, we laid that out after the closing bell yesterday. I mean, it was basically, off we go. We tried a couple longs along the way. We tried to short it against the monthly pivot in the afternoon yesterday. It just couldn't get any traction. And then we ended up having to, we ended up getting long for the big move up into the close, which they retraced. So you can see where they brought it back overnight. Tested the monthly pivot right here, 26.22.67. They popped it. Europe ran with it, and they haven't looked back. We printed as high as 27.45. So from 24.84 Sunday night, 27.45 Tuesday morning. That's a big old ramp. So I don't know if this is a bear market rally that's going to end in tears. I don't know if this is the beginning of a retracement towards the highs. I don't know, and I don't really care. Our approach doesn't change. We're concerned about the 10 handles in front of us. We're not concerned about big targets up or big targets down. We want to take care of what's right in front of us, and then the next hand, you get those 10 right, you'll get the next 10 right, and that served us well for a long time. So as we get into the open today, I mean, we're up 3%. They're trying to bring it in a little bit now. I would suspect that they're going to continue to try to bring it in. I think the roundy at 2,700 needs a look. Here's a 5-minute chart. This is the one I showed in the video yesterday afternoon, early evening. You can see monthly pivot there. There's your hourly mid-band, basically 26.62. Volume weighted average price down to 89. There's the roundy proprietary moving average, sitting up around 27.23. There's your 5-minute mid-band. So as we open, does this get a look? Maybe. If it does, then what the bears are going to have to avoid is the classic dip buy scenario. So bringing it in 10:30 in the morning, and basically people snapping it up because you're starting to see real FOMO seep into this market from institutions and folks that say, well, if we're starting to turn the corner on this thing, we were trading 33 and change not that long ago. I want to be involved, and you can see all that starting to get to work. Does that mean we never go down again? Absolutely not. But I think that now what you're seeing is more of a two-sided market. So 30 seconds on the daily, and then I'll let you go. So, slow drip to the upside, right? And you can really see now just how slow of a drip it was. Didn't feel like it at the time. But when you start putting in candles like this stuff looks pretty pedestrian. So you had the big waterfall down, 21.74. Then you start making higher lows. And we got into, I was looking for more of a triangle over time. I really thought we were going to be down here figuring this out. They decided they want to do it up here. That's fine. It doesn't matter. What's 150 handles between friends? What we are seeing, though, is the bulls have an opportunity to resolve this in their favor. You see the 50-day up there, 2806. And then, there's gigantic air pockets to the upside of this thing because of the way it went down. So, and you saw that yesterday and you saw that last night. So you've got the upper Bollinger Band at 2769. If the bulls continue their march, then we're going to get a look at that this week, and then it can decide what it wants to do. But, we talk about lower band, middle band, upper band. This has certainly been that. So off the open today, watch and see if they fade it. See what the morning dip looks like. See if they come in and buy it. And if they do, I think you really got to see a succession of lower highs if you're going to try to fight price. Don't fight trending price. Don't fight. Let's assume it is a bear market rally. I can't really call it that because we're now 100. Excuse me. We are 220 handles above the daily midband. Okay. You can't fight uptrending price. Okay. You start shorting uptrending price and adding and making deals with yourself. You end up in these just train wreck trades that will clean you out while everybody else is doing well. Don't be that guy. Don't be that girl. Please don't do it. Just don't. Just don't. It's so not worth it. If this thing comes in, there'll be plenty of time to get involved. Plenty of time to get involved. Until then, if they come in and buy that dip, I think you got to be there. You got to be there until they prove you wrong. You got to knock you out of a long to get you short at this point. All right. Take care, everybody. We'll have some more stuff out on social. Trade them well. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princeton Trader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.